If you are using last click attribution, or for that matter, any rules based attribution like first click, time decay, or even last click, as mentioned, you can do much better almost always with data driven attribution. Because the way data driven attribution works is it looks at the whole customer journey and then figures out through machine learning algorithms how much value each additional touch point is bringing to that equation. So it's usually much more accurate in assigning credit to channels. And I know until recently, I don't know right now, but I know until recently, Adobe Analytics used to charge a lot of money for just their data driven attribution. Now, I think data driven attribution, it does exist in Google Analytics 4 as well. But I think you have to also have the GA4 paid account to get access to that. But here, what I'm going to show you is that you can build all this in Excel once you have the raw data, and we'll talk about that. You can build all this in Excel using the Claude add-in, and you can compare channel level numbers like I'm doing here between, let me scroll up here a bit, between last touch and shape. I call this sharply value. This is one data-driven attribution has two or three different machine learning algorithms. Sharply value is one of them. It is also something that Google has used, and it's again assigning credit based on customer journeys. It's looking really, the machine learning is measuring the value of each additional touch point. If you're allocating budget based on attribution, this is almost certainly going to be better than last click or any fixed rule attribution system. Now, so question is, how do you build this in Excel, right? So here I've got a BigQuery. You can see BigQuery 2026 tab. It's from a fictional company. This has 2 months of data, and it could be any amount, 3, 4, 6, whatever you want, depending on how long the attribution windows need to be. And this can be pulled, it doesn't have to be BigQuery, it can be any data warehouse, and you can automate that data pull every week. Let's assume that you update this every 7 days. You can pull new data every week, and what it will do is it will replace your oldest 7 days with your latest 7 days. So it becomes a rolling window. And once you have that automatically pull in here, this is automatically built as well. It is using whatever data you have, 2 months, 3 months in BigQuery, and it is reporting the numbers for the last 7 days. And of course, the look back could be 2 months or 1 month or whatever makes sense for your business. But these numbers are the most recent 7 days, but the look back window could be much longer. And what this does is, it, in this particular case, comparing last click or last touch with machine learning data driven attribution. And the form of data driven attribution we are using here is something called sharply value. And you can see that for instance, last click is giving more credit to paid social and to paid search than sharply value is. On the other hand, sharply value is giving much more credit to display than last touches. And you can see the percentage differences here. Most of them are, not that huge, although this one could argue is still substantial. Display is huge, but then again, display absolute values are small, so the difference in percentage becomes quite large. Now you can do this. This was for revenues. You can do the same thing for clicks as well. Oh, sorry, for conversions. Everything is based on click. You can do the same thing for conversions as well. And the source data, as I said, is BigQuery in this particular case, but it can be any data warehouse. And the columns that you need are user ID, event, the event being conversion, the date, the session ID, event name. And when I say conversion, because that's what you're tracking, conversion and revenues, but the more granular data here includes click as well. And then channel is the big one. Paid search, you can see paid social, direct. And then if you want more granular reporting, you can include Google, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook as well, rather than have it all aggregate into paid social. So you can do this. Now let me go back into data-driven attribution here. The way I built this is with this Claude add-in. It's AI, but it is really powerful. And you can build this with the Claude add-in in Excel. You can also do it with Copilot, which is the Microsoft add-in for Excel. Or you can do it with both and then compare with how, you hopefully they're close if you're using the same algorithm, but you can cross check it as well there.